Hello, this is Dr. Randy Turpin, and I have launched out on a crazy adventure today. Uh, this morning, after I finished up some of my office work, working remotely for the college that I serve from my parents' home here in West Virginia, I found myself going downtown to conduct some business in Princeton, West Virginia, and I thought, I'm only about 45 minutes away right now from the site where my fifth great grandfather, Martin Turpin, that's great, 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 great grandfather, Martin Turpin, was posted and served in the Revolutionary War at a place called Indian Creek. It's at the mouth of Indian Creek, where Indian Creek empties into the New River, not far from present day Hinton, just upstream from where the New River and the Bluestone River come together. And down here in this area, I'm about to give you a view of it here in just a few moments. It's now being converted into a camping area, but he was posted at a place called Lafferty's Fort during the Revolutionary War. Martin Turpin was. Then years later, Dr. Thomas Fowler's mansion was built on the site of that fort, and the mansion passed into other hands from generation to generation. I'm not sure who ended up with it just before it was torn down. It was torn down back when the Bluestone Dam project came in. But here's the thing, the dam didn't raise the water level here at all. This is at the original level. I'm on the banks of the New River right now. It's at the same level it was back in the colonial period. So we're going to see a lot here today that is very close to what it was when Martin Turpin was here. But in doing some research, I've been trying to find out where was the site of Dr. Thomas Fowler's mansion, because if we could have found that, we could have found the site of Lafferty's Fort. Nobody seems to know where Dr. Thomas Fowler's mansion was, but they did tell me about a man named Dixon's mansion, which is not far from here. It's on the other side of Indian Creek here. I'm not sure if I'm going to go over there or not, but anyway, this is kind of interesting. I'm going to now flip the camera around here so you can see some of the New River, and let's just go ahead and flip it if I can figure this out. And somewhere in this vicinity, probably about right here, there used to be a ford. They used to ford the river somewhere in this vicinity. Martin Turpin was part of a patrol that patrolled this river watching for Indians. In those days, the Indians were allied with the British. They did have a few encounters with the Indians here. Some of the encounters were friendly, some of them were not. Here we're looking upstream on New River. And as I said, somewhere through here was the ford. We might be looking right at the area where the ford was, crossing over to an area that I think was called Crump's Bottom. And here we're looking downstream on the New River. This would have been the very area where Martin Turpin patrolled for Indians. Right now I'm walking over toward the area where Indian Creek is. Okay, this is Indian Creek. Comes down through here, and it empties right here into the New River. somewhere near here was Lafferty's fort. Well, to be honest with you, I kind of wish I hadn't made this trip. The road that I had to come down with my Chevy Traverse here was a one-lane road for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. Kind of rough in some places. But I'm going to cross to the other side of Indian Creek here. And over there are some foundation stones reportedly that could be the foundation of either the Dixon Mansion. But the Dixon Mansion might be the same, one of the same as the Thomas Fowler Mansion. I'm not sure. But if that's there, that's probably the site of Lafferty's fort. Let's see. Well, right now I'm standing in an area. I had to walk a few yards away from my vehicle. You can see here's this road here. Give you a panoramic view here. Back behind me is the area toward the New River again, kind of up on a hillside here. Thinking that somewhere through here was the Dixon Mansion, I think, which may have been one of the same as the Thomas Fowler Mansion. Here's a path, a newly cut path appears to be up this hill. So far I don't see anything that looks like foundation stones or anything. I'm going to start heading back to my vehicle. I don't want to spend all day up here. I don't really have a solid lead on the precise site of the fort. I think it was somewhere in this vicinity because there was a plantation house here that was owned by the Dixon family. Had slave quarters and all of that, which may have been one of the same as the Thomas Fowler Mansion, which would have been the site of Lafferty's fort, supposedly. Almost back at my vehicle, go a little further down, see what else I can find. Well, I think this is about as far down as I'm going to go. I'm turning around here, starting to head out of here. I'm certainly not going to return home precisely the way I came. I'm going to try to go to Indian Mills and navigate home back to Princeton from there. Okay. It's been a while since I've done anything on the Turpin family history here on the Turpin Tree blog. But there it is, folks. Hope that's of some value to someone. Hope someday somebody can locate the site of Lafferty's fort. Thanks for joining me. Oh my goodness. I don't know how I could have missed this before. I'm standing at the very place where I first stopped to walk up this road, and on the way back, coming back through, look at what I found. I'm going to flip this around. Look closely here. This is a rock wall. It's a rock wall. This looks ancient. I'm going to try to get up here a little closer to it. Look at this. Can you see? I hope you can see that. Can you see that rock wall back in there? See those blocks? See? Something was here. The people I was talking to, some campers, guys fishing, you can see the rock wall more clearly here. Look at this. Look at this. This could be it. This is positioned just about right. I don't know if you can see that on the video. This is all positioned just about right to be part of the Dixon Mansion estate. I don't know how far this goes down. Here's some more. Here's some more of it. See, boy, I just tried to walk up on the grounds above this, but it's just so thorny I'm concerned that this part of the country probably full of snakes and stuff. But this rock wall, it continues on here. I totally missed this before. See, here's more of it. There's some more. In all likelihood, this is probably it. This is probably the site of the Dixon Mansion. Okay? I'm not saying this is part of the mansion. It's probably part of the retaining wall for the grounds. Whoa, my goodness. that might be a significant find there. Not absolutely for sure. Kind of wish I could have get up on those grounds to see what all was there. Just too thick, too thorny. Once again, hopefully somebody someday can resolve the whole mystery about the precise location of the Dixon Mansion. If they can find that, then maybe the Thomas Fowler Mansion. It could have been the same site. And Lafferty's Fort. Okay, time to get back home.